got a check. Yeah. I got money on my rings. Money in my pants. I got money, I got change. 20, 50, 100, 500 million, man. Hey, I'm a double streaming, play that cheap back. I'm amigo, I play with. When I put ice on, I am Sub-Zero. All of my, they hard call them Beatles. Hey, was facing why I kept me a Regal. Dropping the top on the Bentley, I'm with the Birdman, yeah, the Eagle. Eat out my mind, man, I'm chewing out, I don't know none of these people. Let my little shawty go get me a, bring back me a. Yes, I got trust, I'm not worried about that, they know they can get. I swear I done got me a check, I got a check. Yeah, I done got me a check, I got a check.
The choice, as always, is yours. Vote now for your 2K TV Top Play of the Week. 2 great options. And thanks to everyone who has submitted on social with their gamer tags and hashtag 2KTVWow. That's it for me. I'm suddenly in the mood to go horseback riding. Giddy up! See you next week.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And this place is rocking after the starting lineups were announced. An incredible playoff atmosphere. Opening tip in just a moment. Everything on the line tonight as we get ready for Game 6. Hello and welcome to 2K Sports as the playoffs march on. I'm Brian Anderson, and with me tonight, Grant Hill and Tim Legler. And down on the sidelines is Allie LaForce. Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. They've got Jalen Duren, Knipple out there with Toumani Camara. Then there's Cade Cunningham. And for New York, we've got Bilal Coulibaly. Scotty Barnes is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then there's Kevin Durant, and it's Brunson in at the 1. You look at the Pistons, this is their chance to finish off what's been a highly contested series. But it's going to be tough to do on the road.
Tough indeed. I mean, even though they were the favorites coming in, they're facing an opponent with surging confidence in an arena that may be as loud as we've heard all year. It should be a terrific game.
And it's the Pistons to start out. And here's Cunningham. Outside Camara. The 3 is up. The offensive rebound.
Excellent job of closing out on that 3.
Pass to Coulibaly. Towns outside. Brunson against Cunningham. Clock at 6. Towns. And he buries his first look.
And he is a force in the paint for them.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, Mike Brown and I were able to chat. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's the catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make the right basketball play, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Brian, back to you.
And Allie, thanks. That free throw misses. And he sinks the second.
Well, Cade is a former #1 pick, and the expectations were there, and it took a few years, and now he is a force to be reckoned with.
Brunson with the bucket.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
From downtown, Towns with a rebound. Cunningham against Brunson. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
An aggressive pump fake move by Brunson, pulling the defender in close.
New York shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. Good on both. Detroit has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Cunningham drives in, and Cunningham throws it down.
Once Cunningham has a full head of steam, there is no stopping him.
First quarter and about a minute and a half in. Brunson passes to Durant. And there's the drive, and that one makes him 2 for 2. He's in his rhythm.
They immediately found their offensive rhythm, hitting 3 straight shots to start the game.
He buries it from 3.
Hey, when he's hitting that shot, it really helps the spacing for this team.
Well, he just looks so confident right there, and sometimes that's all it takes.
Now here's Towns. Pass to Coulibaly from deep. Rebounded by the Pistons. Here's Duren. Over Towns. And Duren with the basket on the assist from Knipple. It's a tie ball game.
Simple. The closer you are to the hoop, the better your chance to score.
Barnes, it's good.
And when you start out shooting 80% or better as a team, you start to feel yourself a little bit, and that feeling is good.
Cunningham against Brunson. Banked it in off the glass. Cunningham's gotten his second bucket on the night.
Yeah, I love the physicality that Cunningham showed right there.
Now here's Barnes. And he can't jam it through. The Pistons have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. Detroit moving the ball around. Pass to Knipple. And here's Duren. Sinks that one from the post.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Now here's Barnes. The shot no good. Great D that time from Kamara.
He's been off this whole period, unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
New York. Here's Coulibaly. And then he throws it down as he goes right over Jalen Duren.
He's a living highlight reel.
Seriously, that could end up being one of the best dunks of the year. Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Cunningham passes to Duren. Here's the 3. Towns with a rebound.
Fantastic perimeter defense. His coaches and teammates have to appreciate this kind of effort.
The defense really didn't do enough to alter that shot. It's simply a miss.
Here's Knipple. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
And so it's Brunson who brings up the ball for the New York Knicks. Trailing by 2.
And you have to avoid getting too physical with Brunson because he'll get these calls.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Pistons?
They've done a great job facilitating shooters. Their early game has seen a lot of hot passes and has kept the defense guessing as well.
And how about the work they've done inside, just owning the paint so far?
And Detroit making a change here. Schroeder's checked in.
And you gotta love Jalen Brunson's mix of physical and mental skills. He's not just fast and tenacious, he's also very intelligent about how he attacks you.
Detroit calls timeout.
Make some noise for your Knicks City Dancer.
Here's Schroeder. Outside Kamara. The 3 is up. The Pistons rebound. Lets a 3 fly. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
If any defense gives you that much cushion, you have to take that shot.
There's a foul. It'll go on to Monty Kamara. That's his first foul of the game.
And they're just 1 foul now away from the penalty.
Here's Brunson. Give him 8. Towns passes to Durant. Just 4 to shoot. Over Knipple. The Pistons clear it. Launches it. Second chance effort. Count the basket. 6 points for Jalen Duren.
They're really working the paint now.
Pass to Durant. Outside Barnes. Here's Towns. This one for 3. Detroit with a rebound. Duren's got his 5th rebound in this one. three-point range. He's got 6.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Brunson. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
He'll challenge any defender. Brunson going right after it inside.
Whitmore's checked in for New York. Dadier comes in for Durant. That one's no good. The Pistons lead by 7. Pass to Schroeder. To the middle. Here's Duren. And let go by Duren.
This small advantage is starting to snowball.
And one thing about this league we know, momentum can change in an instant.
Schroeder against Brunson. Plenty of room around him, and it's good. Brunson's got 11 points.
It's obvious he's taking it upon himself to try and keep them alive.
To the left side wing. Outside Simmons. Pass to Kniffel. Lets it go from the wing. And again, it's Detroit converting.
Getting out to a nice lead. Great flow and great execution.
Now a timeout called by New York.
And make some noise for your Knicks.
And Detroit making a change here. Salon's checked in.
Big round of applause to your Knicks city dancer.
Here's Dadier. Blocked.
So far, rebounding has been a focal point for them.
To the left wing. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Outside Whitmore. Here's Dadier. Back to Whitmore. 6 on the shot clock. The shot that time not on target. Good D by Duren. Here's Simmons. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Kolek. Towns. Towns double team. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Look at Towns asserting himself inside. He knows he can muscle his way to a shot anytime.
Pass to Okogie. Back to Schroeder. And here's Simmons. Out to the right wing. Schroeder finds Simmons. Puts up a deep 3. And it's New York with a rebound. Towns has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Dadier. The 3. Drills it from deep. And now just a 4-point Pistons lead.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Okogie on the wing. 4-3. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Dadier. Soft touch off the glass. Dajier's got 5 points.
Did you see that? I mean, going right to the rim. That's how you finish in the open floor.
And give him a lot of credit for his effort right there running the floor.
Now here's Simmons. Still without a bucket. And the 3-pointer goes.
Great setup. When you have Simmons' height, it's easier to see the entire floor.
Here's Kolek. Oh, nice D from Schroeder.
Well, the defense did just enough to force that miss because he is a good finisher.
And there's a 3-second violation.
3 seconds.
For the Pistons, Robert Williams comes in for Duren, and Sadiq Bey subbed in for Schroeder. Knicks trail by 5. Pass to Dadier. Oh, a beautiful reverse layup. He has 7.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
1:41 left to play in the first quarter. And Williams punches it home.
Yeah, the playmaking skills of Simmons are elite. The pass-first attitude he brings is what helps tie the team together.
There's a minute 26 left to play in the first. Pass to Dadier. Here's Diawara. Here's Whitmore outside. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Whitmore. And Simmons has got the ball here for the Pistons. It's a 5-point game. Oh, it's stolen. From down in the low post, it goes.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Passes along. Takes the three. It's good. And a beautiful setup from Simmons that time. Simmons has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Diawara. Williams defending. Attempts of the game. First one falls for him. So he gets them both. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. Now here's Simmons. He's guarded closely. Counted from distance.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
Here's Diawara. Pass to Dadier. Shot clock at 3. The shake. And he takes it up and lays it in.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Here's Simmons. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Pistons lead by 7.
They keep trading punches. Both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
And so it's Detroit closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this. And welcome back to 2K Sports, everybody. This game 6 getting started. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance.
It's what the league looks like these days, but it's not always easy to pull off and execute it.
Knicks trail by 7. They've got Scotty Barnes, and it's Dadier in at the 3. That's the group for New York starting the second.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Now here's Cunningham. Outside Kamara for 3. Offensive rebound.
Yeah, listen, Kate is too much for one defender. He didn't have a choice there but to foul him.
Detroit shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. Free throw good from Cunningham. The Knicks making a switch here. Brunson's checked in. And a switch here also for Detroit. Bagley's checked in. And he makes both free throws. The Knicks shooting around 50% of the game so far. Pass to Dadier. Back to Brunson. Here's Dadier. Here's Barnes. It's good. And he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play opportunity.
Defensive foul.
And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. Towns, he's checked in for New York.
First team foul. Scotty Barnes at the line. 1 shot.
1 shot. That free throw good from Barnes.
And one thing about Scotty Barnes is his team feeds off of his enthusiasm for the game. He keeps everyone engaged. Just a great guy to play with.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
A point-blank range. That is too easy.
Here's Brunson. Oh, taking it to him. Jalen Brunson.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. That's why they continue to get attacked.
Outside Kamara. And here's Knipple from the arc. Back to Kamara. From outside, off the mark.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Outside Barnes. Barnes drills the triple.
He was ready, and Barnes wasted no time firing that jumper.
Pistons lead 43-40.
Pass to Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
Woo! BA, that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Now Koulibaly. Inside. Here's Towns. And the Knicks getting another bucket right there.
It's easy money for Towns from 15 to 18 feet.
Cade on the move. The three ball. The Knicks pull it in. Outside Barnes. Back to Brunson. There's the triple. And the Knicks another three.
Their ball movement on this run has been tremendous. It's led to a lot of good, clean, open looks.
Detroit calls timeout.
Timeout, Detroit.
Durant, he's checked in for Dadier.
Now into the lineup for
And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second. Knocks it loose. Pass to Kamara. There's the three. Again, the miss by the Pistons.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
And when you look at Barnes' assist numbers, they show you can run your offense through him, not your average wing.
Over to the left wing. And no good. The dry spell continues.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate. Well, they're winning this game in large part due to how efficient he's been, and it's why they'll continue to go to him.
Cunningham with the ball. He's picked up by Barnes. Outside Kamara. Cunningham against Brunson. Unloads. Oh, Cade Cunningham. Strong.
And that is great work inside by Cunningham. He could just beat you in so many ways.
Outside Koulibaly. Back to Durant. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Cunningham deciding where to go with it. Here's Kamara. Three-pointer off the mark. The Knicks with the lead. And another fast break opportunity for New York. The Knicks are running. And it's Koulibaly missing.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Here's Knippel. Cunningham outside. Just 5 to shoot. Unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. It's a 3-on-3 fast break. The three, Durant. Can't get it to fall. 0 for 2 now. A tight one here in New York City. Cunningham taking the contact.
Well, that's why he's an all-star. When Cunningham gets going, there is no answer defensively.
Here's Brunson. And Cunningham pulls it down. Cunningham's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Bagley. Out to the wing. Beyond the arc. Kevin Durant pulls it in.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Durant, he's checked in for Detroit. Schroeder comes in for Cunningham.
Dennis Schroeder.
And so it's Schroeder with it. He brings it up for the Pistons. Here's Knippel. Three-pointer. Out left to the wing. Fires for 3. And there's the call on Jalen Duren. That's his first foul.
The way he was going over and through the man in front of him, he should have known the whistle was coming.
Yeah, you appreciate the effort, but you have to stay disciplined. That's an easy call for the ref.
Towns gets the bucket.
And I love how they're working much harder on the glass this quarter and drumming up more second chance opportunities.
Pass to Kniffel. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Now here's Durant. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And some changes here for New York. Whitmore comes in for Barnes. Kolek comes in for Brunson. Salon, he's checked in for the Pistons. Pass to Kniffel. Here's Salon. The three. Great start so far. 3 of 3 in this one.
As a big, unsure dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Now Koulibaly down low. Now Schroeder. Still no points. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's foul number 2 for him.
And that's 2 fouls for him so far. But I still think he needs to stay aggressive.
Now here's Schroeder. 6 to shoot. Here's Duran. And the dunk by Duran.
With the explosive leaping ability, he's able to play center despite being undersized.
Pass to Diawara. And the layup is good off the glass. The Pistons trailing. Here's Salon. Okogie on the wing. From outside the arc. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
They've been pretty lax with their perimeter defense, giving up a lot of three-pointers.
New York has gone 2 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the second. Duran against Towns. Off his foot. The official saying it was kicked. Williams is checked in for Duran.
Into the lineup for the Pistons, Robert Williams.
Outside Whitmore. To the wing on the left. Shot clock at 6. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. He has 6.
Some defenses are designed to yield the mid-range shot. For him, that's a good look.
Okogie on the wing. Day outside. Pass to Schroeder. Here's Salon. 9 points in the game. Bay from long range. Oh, clanks that one. He's 0 for 1 to start. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Charge to Josh Okogie. First personal.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Knicks.
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
And they're also focusing on their break, looking for any chance they can to push the pace and get out in transition.
And that one misses. Now here's Schroeder. Tight defense on him. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. And he lobs it up. Trying to go for a lob there. Excellent defense and anticipation to stop it. Detroit moving the ball around. Here's Okogie. He has 6. Drops in the 3. Okogie's got 6 in the quarter.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Pass to Towns. Here's Kolek. Over Schroeder. Hits the front of the rim and out. To the inside. Now Williams. To the paint. Here's Okogie. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Clock at 6. Buries it from 3. And it's a 4-point Detroit lead.
Just incredible. I mean, he's really making it rain out there, knocking them down one after another.
This defense is trying to stay connected to him, but he is on a mission.
And their free throws have dropped off in this quarter. They're settling for too many jump shots right now.
Bay outside. Outside Schroeder. Down low. Okogie on the wing. From behind the arc. The rebound by Kolek. New York has gotten 3 of their 7 threes to find the net in this matchup. Pass to Towns. Here's Diawara. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Salon. Here's the Pistons with the ball. They're on a 14-6 run. And hey, here we go. Here's Okogie. They grab their own miss. Oh, he gets it to go. Williams strong inside.
Have to take care of the defensive boards better than that.
Well, you see this all too often. The effort has to be there first.
Whitmore nails the baby hook. Whitmore's got his first points of the night.
What a pass right there. Coaches love seeing guys making it easy for their teammates.
Here's Bay. Pass to Salah. Puts up a deep 3. Out of bounds. It'll be New York's ball. And the Knicks making a change here. Nadier's checked in. And a switch here also for Detroit. Ben Simmons is checked in for Schroeder. Here's Kolek. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play.
Defensive foul.
There's 25 seconds left in the half. Here's Simmons, and that one drops.
The paint is where Simmons excels at finding points. He knows how to own the inside.
Here's Whitmore. Buries it. He's 2 for 4 in this game.
Using his speed advantage to create the separation he needs for the shot.
Simmons with it. 3-pointer. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Detroit Pistons. Between the scoring and rebounding, an excellent period. All right, we'll get back to the action after this break.
And a big round of applause for your Knicks City Pit.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, everybody. This is Ernie Johnson, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. We hope you're enjoying this round 2 conference semifinal. And guys, with the Pistons, they're locked in a battle tonight. And knowing that they're desperate to clinch the series here in Game 6, it's likely to be a rough, grinded-out second half. They don't want to let this opportunity get away from them. Kenny, what's your take on Detroit so far?
You have to love a team that pounds the offensive glass. That's going to gain you extra possession. And check this out. Sometimes just having more offensive chances than your opponent wins the basketball.
And Shaq, what are your thoughts on New York?
They were strong in transition. Seemed like the guys fed off the higher tempo. Certainly, they definitely got the looks they wanted. Ran outstanding there. They can keep it up in the second half. They may wear the other side out.
That about wraps it up. Time now for the second half of the game. We go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
Happy to have you back with us for the Eastern Conference semifinals on 2K Sports. You look at Jalen Brunson in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, we had a feeling he'd step up in this one. So far, playing at the top of his game when they really need him.
Well, this is what he does. When the stage is biggest, he runs to the light.
And welcome back, folks, for more Eastern Conference semifinal action. Setting the floor for the Pistons. We've got Cade Cunningham, Duran out there with Toumani Camara. Then it's Knipple, and that one's good for Brunson.
Their success from mid-range has really set them apart today.
And the Pistons with possession here. After the basket by New York on the other end. Pass to Camara. Detroit moving the ball around. And here's Knipple from the arc. The Knicks pull it in. Barnes has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Brunson. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Brunson's got 20 points.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
And the dunk by Duran.
And one of the big reasons Cunningham went first overall in the draft, his playmaking at 6'6" is really valuable.
Now here's Jones. Now here's Coulibaly, tightly guarded. Outside Brunson. Shot clock at 5. Brunson, tough one up close.
He has no answer defensively inside.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 3rd quarter. Cunningham against Brunson. Coulibaly defending. Here's Kamara. Nails the wide open jumper. Kamara's got 5.
Very difficult to stop team play when the ball's moving. Excellent find with the pass to create that scoring opportunity.
Barnes goes in.
And when you watch Scotty Barnes move, you forget he's 6'7" because he's so fluid with the ball.
74-71.
Cunningham against Brunson. Ooh, assertive from Cunningham.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by in the 3rd quarter. Towns up top. Double team on Towns. Coulibaly on the wing. Off target from outside.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the board.
Pass to Duran. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Detroit shooting their 5th and 6th free throw attempts tonight. He's off on the first. Durant, he's checked in for New York. And it's tied up with that one.
Could have taken the lead there, but instead, they're going to have to settle for the tie.
Towns outside. Here's Coulibaly. Tipped. Brunson against Cunningham. Outside Kamara. Pass to Knipple for the lead. Knocks it down from distance. Knipple's got his 3rd basket on the night right there.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Nice shot by Durant.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
Cunningham outside. Here's the drive. Here's Knipple, guarded by Durant. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Knipple, no good.
Yeah, it's been a tough game for him with his shooting. Fortunately, the rest of the team has picked him up, and they have the lead.
Turning up the intensity. Durant saw his chance and does not hold back.
Detroit has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. Pass to Kamara. Jacks up a 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Cunningham's got 3 assists in the game.
And in the second half here, they're shooting a terrific percentage from 3.
Now a timeout called by New York.
And your next city.
Bagley's checked in for the Pistons.
They are great, aren't they? Your next city hit.
Detroit on D. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Kamara with it. He's picked up by Barnes. Here's Bagley. And he banks in the layup. And it's a 4-point Detroit lead.
Reliable approach. Getting the ball in the paint and going to work.
Here's Brunson. They get it again.
And no matter what the chatter is out there, all Big Cat does is produce on a nightly basis.
First team foul.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Detroit.
Well, they have owned the offensive perimeter throughout this game, finding lots of openings and turning them into big shots.
And something else I've liked has been their ball movement. Always finding the open guy with a better look. That is team basketball.
Simmons has checked in for Detroit. Inside. Lets it go from deep. Another three for Detroit.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
To the middle. Here's Towns. And it's powered home by Towns.
Yeah, strong flush from Towns. I like whenever he plays with an edge inside.
Simmons drives in. And it's good. 2 points. Simmons has got 6 points.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
Well, the margin for error is getting smaller, so the stakes on each possession are getting bigger. Well, he was able to sink a triple back in the first half, but he has yet to connect here after the break.
Here's Knippel. He's got 7. No good with the triple.
And all the credit goes to the defender. Very hard to contest threes without foul.
I mean, that's just elite versatility. How many ways can Durant beat you? Insane handles for someone who's 7 feet.
Now here's Simmons. 6 points for him. Knippel, no good.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
And with each miss, you can feel him pressing just a little bit more.
And no matter how the D's coming at him tonight, Brunson has adapted. And that's what great scorers do. They figure it out.
Here's Simmons. And they double up Simmons. 6 on the shot clock. Drains the triple. 11 points in the game.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Now here's Simmons. Right side Kamara. Here's Knippel, guarded by Durant. From the arc. Knippel, no good.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Durant finds Coulibaly. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Coulibaly's got 7.
Good passing to set that up. Teamwork on display.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
And one thing I've learned through the years is no matter the situation, there are always adjustments you can make.
Yeah, I just don't think right now they're doing a good enough job of hunting the right mismatches.
Once again, fans, make some noise for your Knicks.
Left side Simmons. Simmons is doubled. Pass to Salah. Launches a 3. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
Here's Durant. Durant powers through the contact to finish inside.
And they keep on figuring out ways to force the rock inside and convert.
And it's Kevin Durant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Detroit with the ball. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Pass to Salah. Takes a 3. Another 3 for Detroit.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Knicks trail by 5. Here's Dadier. He's covered by Bay.
Detroit foul. Sadiq Bay. First personal foul. Second team foul.
And he knocks down the first one.
At the line, 2 shots.
And so he hits both.
And having a big man like him who's efficient from the line used to be a luxury, but it's becoming more and more common.
On the attack, Simmons uses the glass to finish the layup. Simmons has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Once he gets a little momentum, Simmons going downhill is a scary sight.
Iwara passes to Durant. Here comes Durant, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. These are his first free throws of the game. Free throws good from Durant.
And we've seen some good free throw shooting in the second half.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
No doubt Kevin Durant is the best scoring forward of his generation, maybe of all time. I mean, KD can do anything offensively.
Nice shot by Okogie.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Here's Kolek. And a nice finish on the layup. Kolek's got 5.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Yeah, he took that up with great confidence. Tremendous finish.
Sinks the tray. And the Pistons lead by 7.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Pass to Diawara. Here's Whitmore. Yep, count it. Whitmore's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
Simmons is doubled. Here's Bay. Fires from deep. The rebound by Diawara. On the wing, Durant. 12 points for him. Pass to Kolek. 1:52 left in the 3rd. Deflected.
Well, his poor shooting hasn't helped them much, but you can't point the fingers solely at him for why they're behind.
Here's Okogie. Let's go with a 3. Pass to Salah. Lets it go from deep. Out to the right wing for 3. That's a miss. And he's 7 for 11 from the floor. Ooh, good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Now just a 3-point Pistons lead.
They found strong offensive footing in the open court.
And it's why every team in this league now looks to run. The numbers say you have an advantage.
And they get it back. New York has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the 3rd. And it's good for 2. Whitmore's got 10.
They're finding ways to get the ball to the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
And they double up Simmons. Bay from long range. And it's New York with a rebound. Here's Kolek. 5 points in the game. For the lead. And Bay pulls it down.
He created the opening. He got the angle. Unfortunately, that miss was just on him.
Simmons, the pass to Okogie. To win the drought. Bay outside. Pass to Okogie. Lets the 3 fly. And it's New York with a rebound. Durant's got 4 rebounds now. And he's going for the lob. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
It's been all about Jalen Brunson for New York. He's been lighting it up tonight. 24 points. We'll be back in a moment.
Detroit, 104.
And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Well, coaches love unselfishness, and this is exactly what they're referring to.
Well, this has been a great contest so far. I imagine the 4th quarter could have more action in store for us. Bilal Coulibaly out there with Jalen Brunson. Then there's Whitmore. Then it's Karl Anthony Towns. And it's Daje in at the 3. So that's who's on the floor for the Knicks. Towns outside. Left side Coulibaly. With the teardrop. It's blocked.
Nice job by Cunningham there, staying with it and using his length to get the rejection.
Here's Daje. No good on the quick 3.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
It's Cunningham with a drive. And Cunningham throws it down.
Get up there, young fella. Sometimes as a point guard, you got to take it yourself.
Well, it's okay to be selfish when you can flush it like that.
Well, that's an explosive move right there, and it was perfectly timed.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
Scotty Barnes is checked in for Daje. The Pistons leading. Cunningham on the wing. Brunson defending. And that one's good. Cunningham.
And getting up close and personal, Cunningham knows he can get his shot to go inside.
Brunson passes to Towns. Outside Coulibaly. 6 to shoot. The shot. the left rim and out. Detroit leading by 3. Cunningham passes to Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And nice work there in the pick and roll. Cunningham demonstrating improvement in knowing how to break defenses down.
Coulibaly finds Brunson. Count it, and the foul. Cade Cunningham picks that one up.
And just great intensity down the stretch. I mean, he really wants to rock with the game on the line.
And that is great leadership. He certainly has that clutch gene that every team needs.
Team foul. Jalen Brunson at the line. 1 shot.
Two minutes gone by here in the fourth. Cunningham against Towns. And the dunk by Duren.
Well, if you came here looking for a scoring battle, I think you made the right choice.
We thought this might be the case coming in. Not a lot of defense out there right now.
Outside Whitmore. Good D by Duren.
Great anticipation defensively. I love how he turned an easy look into a difficult play.
And that one's good. Cunningham.
I love this game plan. That's 10 points in a row from in close.
Knicks trail by 6. Now a timeout called by New York. Nice game. Great performance by Cade Cunningham.
Well, I'll take you inside this huddle. The message from the coach is simple. Can someone, anyone, guard him from the three-point line?
Get back for it.
Check in with Allie LaForce.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He told his players, we are right there, guys. This game is ours. Continue to work hard, and we will win this game.
Allie, thank you. New York working the ball around now. Towns looking for an opening. Pass to Coulibaly. Over Cunningham. And it's Coulibaly missing. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Oh, that was pure. He's got another one. Now 10 for 12.
He's delivering for his team when it matters most.
Here's Brunson outside. That one's down for Brunson.
And that's his second three-pointer tonight.
Detroit leading by 5. Right wing. All sorts of time. And again, it's Detroit converting.
And what a read there from Cunningham, showing he has vision and timing with his passes.
Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
Well, I love the resilience. After struggling in the first half, he has turned it on.
Shoots. And again, it's Detroit converting.
I mean, he does everything on the floor. Cunningham always with max effort.
Outside Coulibaly. Kicks it out Towns. 4-3. And again, New York with the triple.
Cool, calm, and collected at a critical juncture in this game.
It's Cunningham with a drive.
123. 119.
They're going to count that bucket, and they'll send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
Cunningham finishing through the whistle. Great body control with that contact.
Knicks trail by 7. Outside Coulibaly. Looking to end this cold spell. Towns. Uh-oh, we've got a big cat in the paint.
I mean, I'll tell you, Towns is so dangerous on the offensive glass.
And it's Detroit with the ball. Here's Cunningham. Ooh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's going to go on Cam Whitmore.
Cade Cunningham at the line. 2 shots.
First free throw is good.
Yeah, can you say total package? Cunningham, the prototype guard these days.
New York has got 6 out of 15 threes so far in this game. Here's Brunson. Brunson with the finish inside.
Well, he is doing everything he can offensively in this quarter, but unfortunately, it's a team game, and he can't win this alone.
Detroit calls timeout.
And things are always changing throughout a game. Teams have to adjust on the fly.
Yeah, it gives you a chance right here to reset, get everybody back on the same page so you can execute.
Pistons making a change here. Okogie's checked in. And it's Detroit with the ball. Leading by 5. Pass to Kamara. The 3. And they recover it.
Big offensive board. They can milk that clock even more now.
5 on the clock. Here's Cunningham. Cade cleaning up the miss.
And that is killer instinct, just continuing to pile it on.
Towns up top. To the inside. Here's Coulibaly. The kick out to Brunson. Knocks down the triple. Brunson's got 38 points.
His 3rd triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And the dunk by Duren. Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Cunningham against Coulibaly. Towns for 3. The Pistons clear it. Their biggest lead of the game was 9. Cunningham on the wing. Coulibaly defending. Outside Kamara. Pass to Knipple. From the arc. Gets the 3 to fall. Kamara's got 11 in the second half.
As cold as he was in the first half, he's done a great job regrouping and turning things around after the break.
Towns outside. 3-pointer. That's a miss. And he's 7 for 11 from the floor. The Pistons lead by 9. To the right side. And here's Knipple from the arc. Kicks it out to Cunningham. Here's Knipple. From deep. He drops it from range. And now a 12-point Pistons lead.
A slow start for him, but making amends here in the second half.
Towns against Duren. Coulibaly on the wing. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth, and it's really competitive out there.
And it's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. So it'll be Cade Cunningham shooting. It's going to go on Cam Whitmore. New York making a switch here. Durant's checked in. Knicks trail by 12. Towns up top. Pass to Brunson with the 10-footer. And Cunningham pulls it down. Cunningham's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. To the middle. Here's Duren. And the dunk by Duren.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more. And here's Brunson. Outside Durant. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
defense gets a little too close to Durant there, and he smartly makes sure to pick up the foul while shooting.
At the line, 2 shots.
Free throws good from Durant. And both free throws good for Durant. And so it's Cunningham with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. A 12-point game.
Nice read by Cunningham. He saw the opening, and he didn't hesitate.
New York has gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. Cunningham against Barnes. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
And his fantastic performance from the last game has carried over to tonight.
When someone is rolling like this, just keep feeding him. That's just great coaching.
At the line.
That free throw good from Barnes. Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Cunningham. Takes the three. Durant pulls it in. Durant's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, they needed that board. They've had a hard time on the glass, but they still have a shot here.
Oh, man, I wish I played in this era with all of this space.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the time?
Well, let's pump the brakes right here. Put a Band-Aid on this, and you've got to turn it around. The momentum is going the other way.
Present our player of the game, Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, and this game really has his fingerprints all over it. He's been dominating and making it look effortless. It's always fun to watch someone just flat out take over like he's done here today.
Boy, he is raising his game in the postseason, no doubt about it. Only certain players respond to playoff pressure like he has. Impressive stuff. Tipped away. Stolen by Coulibaly. They break out 5-on-3. And here's Brunson from the arc. They get the rebound. Oh, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Great timing from Barnes on the glass. He got the miss and he converted it.
Simmons, the pass to Bagley. And again, unable to change momentum here. Knicks trail by 6. Here's Brunson. Drives to the hoop. And yep, it's good.
I mean, towards the end of the game, you want Brunson out there, and he can do some special things for you.
That free throw good from Brunson.
In this situation, this is exactly who you want at the line.
Detroit has gone 3 of 6 from downtown so far in the fourth. Here's Simmons, and he was fouled in the act of shooting. An opportunity for a three-point play here.
Very important points. I mean, they're trying to hang on to this lead now. They needed that. And there's the cherry on top. Excellent trip up the floor to build out this lead.
1:50 left in the fourth quarter. Now here's Brunson. Defense right on him. Brunson is doubled, and we're going to have a jump ball.
Jump ball.
And it's Detroit with the ball. The Pistons lead by 6. Now Simmons. There's 1:26 left in the fourth. Okogie gets the 3 ball to go.
Slow reaction from the D, and it cost them 3.
New York, they're working against the clock now. Outside Coulibaly. Out to the wing. Here's Brunson. Can't get it to drop. Detroit has gotten 4 of 7 three-pointers to fall in the fourth. And that was good. Green
These guys really stepped up and played their hearts out to finish the series on their terms. So it's going to be on to the next round for the Pistons.
A pair of tremendous rebounding teams.
And these guys played a little harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
And they shut the door on the series, taking it 4-2.
The big key for them, avoiding Game 7. You always want to close it out before one of those.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for Cade Cunningham.
If this were a crime scene, he would be questioned because his fingerprints are all over it.
144.
Here's Simmons. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
And this run should seal this win. What a timely burst.
All but over now. Those free throws help seal the deal.
And not much left to play for at this point.
Hey, you give it your all and let the chips fall where they may. Just wasn't their night.
Back to Bagley. Oh, the big finish by Bagley.
That's from Ben Simmons.
And they go to the intentional foul.
You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
And he makes the first.
Kevin Durant.
Hits both from the stripe. And here's Cunningham outside, offline. And so the Detroit Pistons have won the series. They'll take a 4-2 series victory here in the second round. And the NBA Finals could be just a few games away for them.
Yeah, heading into the conference finals off a big win like this one has to feel good. But they've got their work cut out for them in the games ahead.
That'll do it for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference semifinals. For reporter Allie LaForce and for Tim Legler and Grant Hill, this is Brian Anderson saying thank you for joining us. We'll see you later.